All right, let's talk about something we all hate. Waiting in line. You've been there, I've been there, you're stuck, you're watching the clock, you're feeling your sanity just drip away. It's got to be one of the most universal frustrations out there. But what if all that time wasn't actually a waste? What if you could flip a switch and turn it into something valuable, something convenient, maybe even something profitable?
No, really, think about it for a second. The bank, the metro, the grocery store, all those minutes, all those hours, just poof, gone. It adds up, right? And I bet the grand total is way, way bigger than you'd ever guess.
And see, this isn't just you or me getting annoyed. This is a massive global problem. It's a universal time sink that affects literally billions of people every single day.
So, how much time are we really talking about? Well, studies show that the average person will spend, get this, a total of 6 months of their entire life waiting in lines. 6 months. That's half a year of your one precious life spent just standing around. It's wild. And that's just the lifetime average. If you zoom in on the day-to-day, especially in busy cities like those in India, people can lose anywhere from 30 to 60 minutes every single day stuck in queues. An hour. Imagine what you could do with an extra hour a day.
And this is so much bigger than just being bored. On a global scale, we're talking about billions, maybe trillions of hours of lost productivity. That's time that could have been spent working, creating, learning, being with family. All of it just vanishing. And that doesn't even touch on the psychological toll, that feeling of being powerless and just stuck.
Okay, but what if we could take that time back? This is where a really fascinating new idea comes into play. A concept that's all about unlocking the hidden value in those wasted minutes. Meet the IR.academy. The idea is so simple, but it's also kind of brilliant. Basically, you stop looking at a line of people as dead time, and you start seeing it for what it is, a captive audience. It's a business model designed to serve people at the exact moment they need a little convenience the most.
And here's how it plays out in the real world. It's like a menu of amazing little microservices. Feeling thirsty? Here's some water. Your phone's about to die. Bam, here's a power bank. Bored out of your mind? You could scan a QR code and play a game, maybe even try out a VR experience. But here's the real game changer. For a small fee, someone will literally hold your spot in line so you can go do something else. This quote right here just nails the whole idea. It's about completely flipping the script on waiting. You're taking this negative, frustrating experience and turning it into something positive, productive, or at the very least, relaxing.
So the concept is fantastic, but how does it actually work as a business? How do you turn long lines into actual revenue? Let's take a look at the blueprint.
What's so smart about this is that it's not just one revenue stream, it's a whole bunch of them working together. You've got your direct, on-the-spot sales. Then you can layer on subscriptions for people who want a VIP service. You've got those proxy fees for holding a spot, which have great margins. And on top of all that, you can bring in brand partnerships for ads. It's a really solid, diversified model built for growth.
And the size of the prize here, it's just staggering. We're looking at a global market potential of over $50 billion a year. That's the estimated value of all that wasted time we talked about. It's a huge, untapped market that's been hiding in plain sight this whole time. Now, of course, an idea this big is going to have some hurdles. But what's really impressive here is how they've already thought through the solutions. How do you get access to the lines? Well, you partner directly with the banks or the airports. How do you build trust? You vet your staff and use secure app-based payments. This isn't just a cool idea. It's a very well thought out plan. So all of this sounds great on paper, but does it actually work in the real world? Let's check out some actual data from the pilot program. The early numbers are looking fantastic. With just 5 pilot locations, the business is already pulling in over 17,000 rupees. That's more than $200 every single day. That's solid proof that, yes, people are absolutely willing to pay for this. But honestly, this is the number that really gets my attention. A 60% customer retention rate. That means people aren't just trying it once out of curiosity. They're finding it so valuable that they keep coming back again and again. That's the sign of a service that really solves a problem. And this is where it all clicks into place. If you can generate that kind of revenue with small 40 rupee transactions at only 5 spots, just imagine what happens when you scale up to 50 locations or 500. The growth potential here is absolutely massive.
And that massive potential is exactly what the big vision is all about. This was never just about a few queues in one city. The ambition here is to go global. The roadmap to get there is super clear. Step 1, you prove the model works in day-to-day places like banks and metros. Done. Step 2, you expand into other long-way places. Think hospitals, concerts, big events. Step 3, you go after the holy grail of captive audiences, major airports. And finally, step 4, you use a franchise model to take this thing worldwide. I mean, this line just says it all, doesn't it? It's the perfect summary. It's about a fundamental shift, taking something we all lose, our time, and turning it into a win for everybody. So I'll leave you with this thought. The next time you find yourself stuck in a long, boring line, just imagine, what if this wasn't wasted time at all? What if it was an opportunity to be more comfortable, more entertained, or even more productive? That, right there, is the simple yet incredibly powerful promise of the queue economy.